Hello and welcome to the 90's Guyz podcast. My name is Brian.
I'm Jedediah.
And this is our second episode. If you haven't listened to our first, we give you a little preview of who we are, how we know each other, and why we're doing this podcast.
Yes, we do.
And
and if you haven't listened to it, you better go listen to it.
Well, after listening to this one.
Yeah, after this one, of course.
Yeah, because this one's really good.
This one's amazing.
We haven't done it yet, but I'm telling you, it's going to be
As
good.
we're doing it right now, it's fantastic.
I'm tingling.
I can tell.
So thank you for listening. Welcome to our podcast. If you don't know, we are out of St. Louis, Missouri, downtown St. Louis.
Go Blues.
Go Blues! Stanley Cup champions.
What?
Whoop, whoop. It's okay to be jealous.
It is. I mean, I'm a little jealous of us.
Did you know I got to touch the Stanley Cup?
I got to look at it from afar.
Oh, you can touch my hand. I touched it. Go ahead.
I feel like that
Is that
painting
nice?
of Jesus or God and the man touching each other.
Yeah, except minus the six-packs.
Hey, I have a 6-pack at home in my fridge.
Oh, good. Oh.
Actually, it's a 12-pack.
I got a keg.
Yeah, you do. Oh, we gotta tap that thing.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so right now we're just going to start the show off with a few topics. I want to ask you about a few topics and see your reaction on them.
Uh-oh.
And now, I know that you're a big fan of what in the Midwest we call T-Bell.
Yes, I am.
You're a big T-Bell fan?
I am a T-Bell fan. I have my own invention, and it's on YouTube, actually.
That's true. We'll have to post that to our social media.
We'll have to.
So, Taco Bell has announced that they are opening a new luxury hotel in Palm Springs, California.
Is there free tacos with it?
You think there would be?
If I'm paying like $1,000 a night to stay at a Taco Bell resort, I better get some dang tacos.
You're gonna go stay there?
If they give me tacos?
Tacos not included.
Oh.
No, I don't know for sure. But I think this is incredible. I mean, Taco Bell, it's kind of weird. So a fast food chain.
Does it smell like tacos?
I doubt it. It's probably just Taco Bell themed.
But what would... You can stay in the Gordito room?
That'd be great. You can stay in the queso room?
I'd rather have the chili cheese burrito room.
Oh, no, you don't want that room.
Oh, it's
the toilet.
gassy.
The toilet's bombed out.
That's what I'm saying.
But I thought that's just crazy. I don't know. You think that's going to work for them?
I have no idea. That's a good question. I don't know if that would work. I mean, there are people that absolutely love Taco Bell, so they might want to go to check it out, but I don't know if it'll last.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm curious. It's going to open up, let's see, next Thursday. So that's going to be, what's next Thursday? Because people
the 27th?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Of June.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah. We'll see if we go visit.
Yeah.
And get our free tacos.
I don't know if that's in the budget.
Not yet, at least.
Right. So here's another one that I honestly, this makes me a little mad. I don't know how you feel about this situation.
He doesn't get mad very often.
Get
but
angry.
When he does, he's like the Hulk.
But to rip off my shirt.
Oh, please do.
So Cardi B, you know about her legal trouble?
I don't really know anything about Cardi B.
Which, as you should, not know.
Yeah, right.
Apparently, so she was in a brawl.
What?
In a strip club. And this is a
was
while
she stripping?
ago.
Because didn't she used to be
She used to be a stripper.
That's what I thought.
But no, she was just visiting.
Oh, hanging out with her old buddies, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go
around.
see my friend Sparkles.
So this is what happened. She gets in there. Someone gives her a little trouble.
Yeah.
Instead of just detaching herself from the situation, she gets in a full-blown fight with these people. I mean,
Did she break a nail?
You know what? I think a weave was ripped out.
Oh, that's ghetto.
Yeah, damn right it is.
And that is hardcore. I witnessed a fight in high school that was like that, and the assistant principal looks at me and goes, "Hey, Jed, you gonna jump in there and help me?" I said, "No, there's hair flying."
He really said that to you?
Yeah, it was crazy. He was the coolest assistant principal ever, ex-Marine and all this stuff.
Give him a shout out.
Oh, Mr. Longy was his name.
Longy.
He was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, but we were sitting there. It was before school even started. We were walking through whatever, and I was talking to him, and we look over, and all of a sudden we see hair flying, and literally they were pulling out each other's hair. And he just looks at me and goes, "Judd, you going to jump in there with me?" I said, "No, sir. There's hair flying. I ain't going anywhere near that."
He's probably thinking the same thing. He's just
he was scared. He was, yeah.
Now get this. So Cardi B, she gets in a fight at the strip club. She ends up not showing up to her court hearing.
What?
Okay.
How dumb are you?
You're
a celebrity.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
That's going to be out there all over the place.
She can't show up for one day to. And by the way, she's got to have great lawyers.
She did have a show
Oh, dude.
in Budapest
So get this.
that night.
Budapest, Schmudapest. They just slapped her with like 14 different indictments.
Like physically slapped
they
her?
took them in their hand and they just whapped her across the head.
Yeah. She probably needs that.
Dude, honestly though, but it's funny because she's obviously a big celebrity. But 14 indictments?
That's a lot.
It's tough to
For
get out of.
missing one court date?
Well, actually, I think she missed a couple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
But so she could truly get some jail time. I mean,
Okay.
there's only so much you can do.
She won't go to that super bad prison. She'll get the one where they have like flat screen TVs in every room.
Yeah, but what a faux pas. I mean, she's the hottest thing right now. Like
Yeah.
she has a movie coming out with J-Lo pretty soon about stripping.
Really?
Yes.
J-Lo stripping.
Well, it's a movie.
I know, but I'm just saying, J-Lo stripping. I want to see that.
You getting
booty.
excited? She's got hits on the top 10. She's killing it. She's collabing with everybody. Bruno Mars.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Everyone
handsome.
else. You're right.
He's dreamy.
A little
like
short
to-
chocolate milk.
I'd like to,
Shake.
do something with him as well.
You know what? I'm moving on after that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is another one that I'm a little torn on. My wife is in full support of this.
Your wife is awesome.
Thank you, dude. I agree.
Yeah.
She's fantastic.
She married a jerk, but she's awesome.
I'm turning your mic off. Try to talk. Go ahead. I have control. So, Halsey, you know who Halsey is?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, she's a pop star. She has
yeah.
some songs out. She was on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, which I know what you're thinking. Do they still actually print that magazine?
They do, actually.
They do.
Yes. I don't think it's going to be for very much longer. I thought I heard that they might be getting rid of it.
I've heard the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But she did something kind of controversial.
Uh-oh.
On the cover, she's in a pose where she has her arms over her head, holding the back of her head so her elbows are out,
Yeah?
unshaven armpits.
Oh.
Yeah. And not a ton, but you can tell.
Ugh.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. I'm the same way. I'm like, listen, not trying to be.
You do you.
Yeah.
I get that. But at the same time, like, I just find that gross.
Yeah. And listen, I'm totally down with the feminist movement. I think that men and women should be equal.
Oh, yeah.
But
well, speaking on that, have you heard the new thing about, I think this is what's going on, is the U.S. women's being upset that they're not making as much as the U.S. men? I think in
soccer?
Yeah.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's what that was about. And my theory on that is pay them more because they actually win.
Right.
They have won all kinds of championships and gold medals and whatever. They should be making more than the men. The men have done nothing.
Right. You know what it boils down to as well, though? It depends on also how much money they're bringing into the organization.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I totally agree with you. Yeah. If they're producing,
well, they are. I mean, I know that there's. Don't get me wrong. Men's soccer, the USA team is great to watch, but I honestly think that there are more people that go to the female USA games than the males because
I believe it.
They actually win.
Right.
And good on them. They're like one of the best teams in the world. Literally, like they are.
Yeah.
And so if they want to make as much as the men, then they should have every right to because they actually show up and work and win.
Right. Absolutely. But my whole point on this is do what you want to do. It's it's up to you. It's your body. But for me,
don't show it to me.
Ooh, really? Why not?
No, the pits. You can show me whatever you want, baby.
Here's my thing though. For my taste, I prefer a female to be more feminine.
Yes,
that's just my thing. And
because you're a sexist pig, but
see, there it is.
Yep.
Thanks a lot.
No, I'm just joking.
But you know what?
You're just a guy's guy.
But not even that. I think that I'm disgusted by my own armpit hair, and I don't want to see it on my significant other.
See, I don't have to really worry. I don't have a lot of armpit hair. That's the one thing. It all just came out my chest.
Oh, and your face.
Yeah, my face. That's true. I do have a beard, and it's gray, premature gray.
It's not gray. It's gradient.
It's white.
Do you know about that?
Gradient. No.
It goes from dark to light.
Yeah, well, yeah. I have like two little patches on the side of my face that are. But anyway, what does your wife say about that? You're saying that you kind of differ on that?
Yeah, her whole thing is that she would prefer to grow her armpit hair out, which is shocking. And I think that she says this. I don't know if she truly means it because she's never done it.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't want to deal with it. She's like, I don't like the look of it either. But she's like, I don't want to deal with that. She says she's a woman and she doesn't like she has to shave her legs and her armpits and all that. And it's just a part of life, unfortunately. But she just doesn't want the hassle.
I get that, and I mean, there's other ways to go about it too. I mean, there's other than shaving, but some of those get expensive.
I know.
So
I know.
laser hair removal, dude. I've always, if I could, but I don't think you can. I'd do it on my head because I'm tired of shaving my damn head every couple of weeks because I'm bald as all. No, they won't. They won't do it on your head for some reason, which is really weird unless there's something changed. But I started going bald at 18.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. Like I just shaved my head, and it's like it's a pain in the butt. I actually think I look better bald anyway.
You definitely do.
So I have a good head for being bald.
Do you have the bozo thing? Where do you have it on just the
sides?
Yes,
I do have it. I have the whole cul-de-sac, as we call it.
Let me ask you this: if you grew it out, would it be long on just the sides?
Yes, it would be just long on the sides.
Can you please grow it out?
No,
come on. Okay, how about this? If somehow this podcast does well, okay, and we get 1,000 subscribers, you gotta admit I'll
grow it out for a year.
Would you?
I will.
Okay.
All right. You can hold me to it.
Yeah.
If we get popular, I'll grow it out for a year.
So, people, if you're listening, please subscribe if you want to see Jed with his long bozo hair. But we'll also post a picture of your sexy bald head. Got to do that as well.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're going to jump to a break right now. In the next segment, we're going to get into a topic that is kind of one of your huge loves.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do Super Soakers.
Super Soakers! So, hey, make sure you stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe to the 90s Guyz podcast, and we will be right back in just a few minutes.
Did I forget to invite you to the pool party? Well, maybe next year.
On those occasions when you need to make a big splash, there's the Super Soaker 100. It has a powerful air pressure system.
Oh, Buffy!
A range of up to 60 feet. And a drenching spray. The Super Soaker 100.
It's a water gun of a higher caliber.
Also the 50, or the ultimate, the 200. Presenting a remarkable...
Welcome back to the 90s Guyz podcast. If you haven't noticed by our intro, we are talking about
Super Soakers.
Super Soakers! Well, easily, probably, definitely the most powerful and popular squirt gun of the 90s and 2000s.
Definitely. You weren't cool unless you had a Super Soaker.
Amen.
Every other squirt gun was just a squirt gun.
And you know why we call it a squirt gun?
Because it squirts.
It's a little squirt.
It's a little squirt.
We don't like squirts.
No.
So tell me, what initially drew you to the Super Soaker? Was it the commercials?
Yes, it was. And then the fact that actually a lot of my friends growing up had them, and we were not a wealthy family by any means.
Right.
So my mom would be like, "Oh, well, I got you a squirt gun." It's like, "Oh, yeah, I have to go fill this up every 20 seconds while these guys can sit here and squirt me
right
for like 20 minutes with this big old thing." And it always had that little extra water thing on the back of it, so that you had that little extra bit of water when you're running low. You'd be like, "Oh, I still got time. I still have time."
It's like when your car has the light comes on for gas. You're like,
I got 10 miles.
10 more miles. You know what's funny? I had a Super Soaker when I was little, but I had a bad incident happen.
Oh.
I actually went to the pool one time.
Uh-oh.
And I left my Super Soaker.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your shorts fell off.
That happened too.
That happens to me all the time.
And they said, "Is that a Super Soaker?"
Everybody just pointed and laughed.
Yeah, you're right.
At me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me.
Oh.
So my cool experience with that was I was actually able to buy one eventually. So my aunt came home from New York. She used to live in New York, and she would always kind of do a little special gift and stuff for us. Well, the one time she came back from New York, and she was like, "Hey, here's $100. We're gonna go for a little shopping spree."
$100?
$100 to I would think I was 6 or 7 years old.
I know how that feels.
I was a millionaire.
Yes.
I was Donald Trump.
Donald J. Trump.
Donald J. Trump going on there. But in the 90s, $100 was actually about $200.
Absolutely.
But those dang Super Soakers were still like $50.
Yeah.
So I went in and I was like, I got to get one of these. So I actually think I got the 200.
Whoa.
Is what I got. I got the big boy. And my brothers made so much fun of me for having a Super Soaker and spending half my money on a Super Soaker.
Not for long, they didn't.
Oh, no, because I was squirting their asses. Get out of my way.
I'm going to squirt your ass.
I'm going to squirt your ass. So, but no, it was the coolest thing ever, and I was so pumped up to get that, man.
Dang.
It was so awesome.
Do you remember what color it is? Because they had the best colors.
Mine was the yellow and green. It was the yellow and green, like
neon.
Neon, yeah. It was a neon-looking green, and then the bright yellow. It wasn't quite neon yellow, but it was bright yellow.
Yeah.
And then, man, you just pump that thing up like 4 times, and you could squirt like hella far.
Yeah. And do you even remember the incarnation they did with the Super Soaker? It was the one where it was so big, you actually put the gun on the ground and you put a little stand up.
Yeah.
And you had to like pump it, and then when you
It was
hit
like
that
a 40
thing,
cal. You're like,
yeah, wow! You feel the pressure the second you hit that thing. It's
oh
like,
yeah,
to
oh
the
yeah,
gut.
it was crazy, man. So, but I mean, no, I love the Super Soaker. You were the king of the neighborhood if you had a Super Soaker.
Yeah. And also, like, it's so funny because like now as adults, it's a status thing to have a nice car or a nice house.
I still had a nice Super Soaker.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That-
Back in the day,
You were the coolest kid in the cul-de-sac.
if you had a Super Soaker and a Huffy, oh my
Yeah.
God, forget it.
yeah, oh yeah,
You're killing it.
yeah, you were dominating the neighborhood.
Yes.
So,
And it's so funny too because now we're in 2019. I'm obviously not a kid, but I still kind of keep up on toys a little bit. I know you do too.
Oh yeah, I collect. I'm gonna start collecting even more actually soon.
Is there something like a Super Soaker out right now?
The only thing that even comes close to like Super Soaker, and it's not even a water gun, is the Nerf guns. The new Nerf guns are like as cool as the Super Soaker was when they first came out, and I love the Nerf guns.
Totally agree.
Yeah, but no, there's like squirt gun wise, no, there's really nothing. I think there are still Super Soakers, but I don't think they have. Everything else is just a little like handgun that you fill up and shoot for like 20 seconds, and then you gotta go fill it up again.
But do kids care about squirt guns? Is that the problem?
I don't think so. I don't think so anymore. I mean, everybody's into video games, and like when you and I hung out, we'd go out and do stuff.
Right.
We'd go on adventures.
That's right. Dates, as I call them.
Oh yeah. Well, that was on Sundays when we went to Ponderosa breakfast.
Yes.
Right. Actually, our big hangout spot was Walmart for the longest
Oh, my
time. You and I
God.
would just go walk around Walmart.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? I still love walking around Walmart, except back then I don't think I was as fearful of being stabbed. Now I am.
Yes. Yeah. Well, your Walmart definitely.
Yeah.
Come out to the Eureka one. There's
Oh
a whole
my
different
gosh.
crowd of people. But
Right.
well, have you been to the one in Washington yet?
Washington, Missouri?
Yeah, you and I
Yeah,
kept
once.
on. Did you? You
With
went
you.
with me? Yeah, that's
With
right.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's huge.
Huge. And it, you know what's crazy too is like the Walmart near me, it now has,
It used to be the Walmart near me.
I know.
I used to live out there by you.
It now has a Subway,
Yep.
a FedEx, a hair
Oh.
salon, a bank, and a money center inside of it. I
I
swear.
think the salon's new. I don't remember.
Something.
Or one of the things you said was new that wasn't there, but I had a Subway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how they're getting to be. I mean, the one out by me is, it's got all kinds of stuff on the inside. It's got an eyeglasses place and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. Man,
You know what? I could just live inside a Walmart.
I think a lot of people can. I'm surprised you didn't have your wedding at Walmart. To be honest with you.
But you know what's the funniest thing too? People always say, and everyone always says this. This is the answer for everybody when you ask this question. Well, where are you going to go when the zombie apocalypse happens?
Walmart.
Walmart. Yeah, well, everyone's going to Walmart.
No, I'm going to Academy Sports or some kind. I have guns.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for it. But
True.
I I'm heading to some kind of sporting thing where they have more guns and arrows and.
Well, now
stuff
people know
like
where
that.
you're going.
Yeah, but they don't know which one I'm going to. I made that up. There's no such thing as Academy Sports.
So the Super Soaker.
Yes.
We can say that it was easily top 3 toy of the 90s. I would have to say.
definitely. Because it was like you said earlier, it's a social status.
It's a social status.
If you had a Super Soaker, you were the cool kid.
And on top of that, functionality-wise, we've talked about, it's an incredible squirt gun. Power.
Did you
distance.
do some research on it? It was produced by somebody who worked for NASA to begin with.
Oh, are you for real?
Yeah, I was looking it up the other day, and I was like, oh.
Whoa.
And then that was in the early 80s, and then they sold the patent off in 89, and that's when they started making
Wow.
Super Soakers. It was something like that. Yeah.
You know what's kind of creepy? A little conspiracy theory about that. What did,
aliens?
What did NASA want a water gun for? Do you think
Well,
aliens?
did you
up
ever
in
see the
space?
movie, the one with Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Gibson, Signs?
Oh,
They're afraid of water.
That's accurate.
It is. That's what they said in the movie. Swing away.
I don't know. That makes me think. Like, what were they going to do with that?
Squirt people.
Hey, there's your tax dollars at work. What's NASA up to?
Well, they got to get people away from the UFOs that they're creating there at Area 51.
Right. Well, of course. Oh, dude, don't you? They told us not to talk about that.
Well, they've already admitted that there is an Area 51.
Idiot.
They finally came out in a thing.
I know, that's crazy. But you know what's funny?
I never thought it was an alien place anyway. I thought it was the U.S. government were making like special planes. Because that's where the B-52 bomber or whatever one, that black one that's...
No, the stealth bomber.
Stealth bomber.
Yeah.
That came out of Area 51.
Right.
So that's what I always thought it was. If there's aliens there, cool. If there's not,
yeah. But it's funny because there is a lot of talk about UFOs now because the Navy
they just released some whatever. And I was actually talking to my boss about this yesterday, about all the stuff about what the government, because they have some congressman or somebody lobbying to release all the stuff on UFOs.
Right.
And he was talking about how there's 4 cases of UFO sightings in the last like 10 years that are actually pretty big and legit ones, but I don't think they've released it yet, but it is whatever. But
it's craziness.
That's why they're making super soakers, to protect us from the aliens.
Exactly. Right. So when the aliens come, make sure you have your super soakers out.
Yes.
And also, another thing you should do, subscribe to the 90's Guyz podcast. Please. We're going to be doing 2 shows a week. Not 100% on the days just yet. We're throwing around Wednesdays and Sundays. But we will let you know, right?
Yeah.
We will let you know when we make a final decision. But that is going to do it for this podcast.
Already.
I know. Do you want to just
they go too fast.
You want to leave the mics on?
Let's just do that.
Just leave?
Let's just go. We'll whisper sweet nothings in their ears.
How are you?
Delicious. Taste the rainbow.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone just tuned out in the last 30 seconds. Thank you again for listening to the 90's Guyz podcast. My name is Brian.
I'm Jed.
And we will see you next time.